They walked past him every morning without a second glance. Suits pressed, eyes on phones, coffee in hand. In a building where money and power echoed through marble halls, one quiet man seemed invisible. No one knew his name. No one guessed his story. And no one imagined that a single moment of kindness would soon change everything. What happened next didn't begin in a boardroom or a private jet. It began with a janitor, a few simple words, and a choice that would ripple through countless lives. Before we begin, take a moment to support stories like this. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps us spread more stories of compassion and hope here at Kindness Action. The man's name was Mr. Liang. To the world outside, he was a Chinese billionaire who had built a global technology empire from nothing. But inside this American office building, he was just another quiet visitor. He wore a plain navy suit, carried no entourage, and spoke softly when he spoke at all. He had come alone, without assistance or announcements, because he wanted to see something for himself. Years earlier, Mr. Liang had immigrated to the United States with almost no money. He remembered the feeling of being overlooked, of being judged by his accent, his clothes, and his silence. Success had changed his bank account, but it hadn't erased those memories. That was why he was there, to decide whether to invest millions into a new company headquartered in this very building. As he walked through the lobby, people brushed past him. One executive nearly bumped into him and didn't apologize. A group of professionals laughed together as they passed, never noticing the man walking alone beside them. Mr. Liang stopped near a bench, adjusting his sleeve, feeling strangely small in a place built to impress. That was when he noticed the janitor. The janitor was older, with tired eyes and hands rough from years of work. He pushed a cleaning cart slowly across the marble floor, humming softly to himself. When he saw Mr. Liang standing there, looking lost, he stopped. "You okay, sir?" the janitor asked. The question surprised Mr. Liang. Not because it was loud or dramatic, but because it was genuine. Someone had noticed him. "Yes," Mr. Liang replied after a pause. "I'm fine. Just thinking, L." The janitor smiled. "Big place can do that to you," he said. "First time here?" Mr. Liang nodded. "Yes. It feels busy." The janitor chuckled. "Busy on the outside. Empty on the inside sometimes. You'd be surprised how many people walk through here carrying heavy things." Those words landed deeper than the janitor could have known. Mr. Liang looked at him, really looked at him, and felt a warmth he hadn't expected. They talked for a few minutes. Nothing important, at least on the surface. The janitor talked about his daughter in college, about how he worked nights to help pay her tuition. Mr. Liang listened. He didn't check his phone. He didn't rush. Before leaving, Mr. Liang thanked him. "Most people don't see me," the janitor said quietly. "So thanks for stopping." Mr. Liang paused. "You saw me first," he replied. Later that day, Mr. Liang sat in a sleek conference room with the company's executives. They spoke proudly about profits, growth, and expansion. They showed charts and numbers and promises. But as they talked, Mr. Liang's mind kept drifting back to the lobby. He asked a simple question. "How do you treat the people who clean this building?" The room went quiet. One executive laughed awkwardly. "Well, they're contracted workers. We don't really." Mr. Liang raised his hand gently. "I met your janitor this morning. He was kind. He was present. He treated me like a human being." The executives shifted in their seats. Mr. Liang stood. "I don't invest only in companies. I invest in cultures. And culture is revealed by how you treat those with the least power." A week later, the company received shocking news. Mr. Liang would invest, but only under one condition. Wages for cleaning staff would be raised. Benefits would be added. And every employee, from CEO to intern, would spend one day a year working alongside the janitorial team. At first, there was resistance. Then something unexpected happened. People started talking. Executives learned names they had never known. Employees shared lunches with the janitors. Walls came down. Respect grew. The building felt different, lighter, warmer, more human. The janitor never knew the full impact of his words that morning. He just kept doing his job, humming as he cleaned the floors. But one day, he found an envelope in his locker. Inside was a handwritten note. "Your kindness reminded me who I am. Thank you for seeing me." Signed simply, a friend. Kindness doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it comes from the most overlooked person in the room. But when it does, it has the power to change hearts, cultures, and lives. As you go about your day, remember this story. Look up. See the people around you. Speak kindly. Listen fully. You never know whose life, or whose legacy, your kindness might change. And if this story moved you, share it. Because the world needs more moments like this. More seeing. More caring. More kindness in action.